everyone, welcome back to Chasing Trophies. For its football season, it's going crazy right now. We actually have a lot to discuss, but we're going to start off with the title race, the Premier League title race. It was Wolves versus Arsenal yesterday. Arsenal were leading 2-0. Saka and Hinikapi on the score sheet. But then Bueno scored a goal, pulled things back for Wolves, and then what a goal, the goal of the season from Calafiori, equalizing, making it 2-2 in the 93rd minute. I got a message from Felder straight away at that time, and we were all excited. Somewhere down the line, a lot of people were hate watching, but what a game and a huge twist in the title race right now.
100%. Why, like, again, first on the table to last on the table, you back the first team on the table to beat the last team on the table, and you are playing haram ball, bro. Like, it's Ramadan and you're playing haram ball. Like, why? Like, you're Arsenal. You have Saka. You have Gabriel. You have all of these players, and you're sitting back and waiting for a counter, waiting for an opportunity to catch a team that is already miserable in the season. And that again shows like the I understand that it's a game plan. It's been working for you majority of the time where आप defensively करना चाह रहे, but that is what pressure will add to you, right? Like if you miss a script, a move in your script, you're so dedicated to that script, and if you miss a like a bit of an action in that, and khalas, you're going to come under pressure, and that's exactly what happened. You got two goals, you still didn't pass it around, you still didn't try to attack them, go for the kill and stuff, and at the end that I think kind of costed Arsenal, Arteta their sleep in the night.
Yeah, they looked very like edgy. They didn't look like they're going to go and attack Wolves, and especially when they're 2-0 up, you're still being cagey normally. And Arsenal, they thrive on these when they take 1-2-0 leads. That defensively they're going to keep a clean sheet. Gabriel Saliba will do the work, but it looked at times they just they kept inviting Wolves to come. They were applying pressure on themselves. They just didn't look like that championship winning team. Where they're going to go bang in 3-4 goals against the relegated. And I completely agree with you that the style of play is not really suiting them right now. And obviously, it's very good to keep clean sheets. It's very good to be defensive. I don't mind if it looks ugly if you want to win the title, but against these kind of teams, that could be a problem, because if you invite them, then at home they get some sort of motivation and you'll be under pressure.
100%. And you see that in majority of the game that they slipped. Even in the United game, they went 1-0 up, and then Zubaminity, the guy got hesitant. They kept playing back, and they eventually gave the ball and we scored. And then सर पे चढ़ गए थे अपन. So यही है कि आपके पास इतना स्क्वाड है, आप इतना पैसा इन्वेस्ट करें, आप you have Declan Rice who's providing you balls left, right, and center. You have Saka. I don't know why, like Madueke right now looks much better than Saka. Saka is either injured or not fully fit, but he did get the
just
goal.
Came back, I think, from injury. He just came.
Yeah,
back.
and then you have Martinelli, you have Havertz, you have so many people on your bench. You have Eze who's sitting on the bench. I don't know why he didn't start. So there's a lot of questions that you got to put up an attacking side, get the job done, and then
they're not playing him. Like Eze is becoming like their like second squad. He's not like he's coming off the bench only. They're not playing him. You're right. Like, they have
Champions League match up khila rahe and stuff. So that doesn't again. As a player who will win you the game.
Yeah, and he's playing in those Champions League games where it doesn't really matter. So that means they're not looking at him, which is weird, because what is the front line now? It's the same, like Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, Trossard, wohi ho gaya, jo like 2 saal pehle. So, and like, you brought in Gyökeres, you brought in Eze, you brought in these players. It's a very good point, but you're not utilizing them into the positions that you need, like, which is very...
And this is not a system that you need someone to adapt to, right? It's not like a tiki-taka. It's not like a 3-5-2. It's not something like you're going to play your inverted wing backs or make a backs into a wing back. It's nothing like that. It's nothing complicated. It's just typical FIFA. Mein you score a goal and you just sit back and want the guy to slip. And it's a typical. It's not a very difficult or a very over-the-top kind of thing. Your set piece FC that works for you, but that there has to be a plan B. And after after so much time. You've got all the building blocks. You didn't have a CDM. You got Rice. You didn't have a striker. You got Gabriel Jesus. You got Gyökeres. You got a midfielder in Eze. You got all the building blocks there, but still that style of play is redundant. It's obsolete. It's like if it works, I understand completely, but it's not helping you right now. You're getting overshadowed by your own self.
Yeah, and now Man City's fans will be licking their lips. They will be excited right now, and they're looking forward to playing football because they can put the pressure. And City have already dropped points and everything. You can look at it two ways. One way is that they've gotten the bad stuff out of the way. Now they can go on a run, which we've seen City do, and we know that Pep Guardiola has the nous, he has the experience. He's done it before, and there are players who have won the Premier League before. So you can go that way. Or if City also continue to keep flopping and keep playing like that, then they're going to be in trouble. But surely, right now with the fixtures that we see coming up, City will apply more pressure and they'll get closer and closer to Arsenal.
100% that this is City's second life, right? Already we saw one slip that happened a few weeks ago where Arsenal slipped and City couldn't capitalize on that. I think they didn't
They
even
drew to
Aston Villa did,
Tottenham at that
even
time.
even Aston Villa didn't capitalize on that. They lost or they drew. Now this is the second coming of that situation where Pep Guardiola, I'm pretty sure he has planned already, like for the next 5 games what they're going to do and stuff. It's all about the clinicality of the team. I think Cherky, Haaland, Foden, Semenyo bhi aa gaya unke paas. So they have no, they also can't complain like, we didn't get opportunities. They also have made certain buys in the winter transfer market. They've got a decent defensive backline now. Like Nunes is doing a good job. O'Reilly's been decent for them. Ruben Dial also I think is back from injury. So they're still somewhere, like City has to make an impact and an immediate impact. The best one is if Tottenham drop, if Arsenal drop to Tottenham away, because all of their next four fixtures I think are away. City can go for the kill, and probably this is the best time for City to
How come
get
all
back.
the fixtures are away? They already played two away, like Brentford and Wolves.
I'm not sure what the scene is that is, but yeah, I think Tottenham
Then
is
they
staying away, and then they have Leeds. Not Leeds. They played Leeds away already. They have a few more games. I think it's a away period right now for Arsenal. For City, it's a thing, and then they have to still play Chelsea, City as well. Like they have, I think Chelsea, City to play on the
no,
top
yeah,
two.
no, they're gonna play Chelsea at home basically. So after that's why I was checking. I said, "There's no way these guys how are they, they've been on the road for so
Huh,
long."
it's like ha ha ha. The fixture, I remember it's home away, and then home or something like that.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
play Chelsea on right after the Tottenham game the next week on
Uh,
March
uh,
1st.
yeah.
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
they're gonna play
away and
Chelsea
then
at home. So yeah, they have tough fixtures, even though that's at
yeah,
home. That is a tough fixture,
yeah.
and City is probably slightly better over here, and that's where City have to look to capitalize.
Yeah, I mean everybody is pressurized in Arsenal right now. You can see there's so much talk going on, the system, the this, the that. I mean now the fans are definitely on the brink of breakage. We've already seen a lot of content creators lose their minds over this, and this is going to come down hard if they don't stabilize right now. They still have a point, like still have a lead. That's all they've got to believe in. I think they've got a lead. They've got to go with that momentum that we're still first on the table. What's done is done. Winning from here till the end of the league for City and Arsenal, each game is a bit difficult. But if it's immediately a slip up in the next game, then God help them. It's like that.
Yeah, and talking about, we'll have to touch on this topic as well because that made the headlines this week. We will talk about the Champions League and Vinicius Junior. Unfortunately, that incident happened. He went and complained to the referee. You can clearly see the player under his shirt was saying something. Now people are saying there's evidence. There's no evidence, but and some people are blaming Vinny for because he keeps complaining. But what are your thoughts on this situation?
I think that's absolute. Like I mean, again, the Pristina. I think that was the number 25 guy who went out, and I saw him hiding his mouth while speaking to Vinicius. Initially, if you see, the goal was amazing. The problem in the whole thing that the goal was so underappreciated. Actually, it was a fantastic finish. Top pinsa. Then Vinicius goes to the pole. He does his dance, whatever it was, and I mean, he started messing with the fans and stuff. After that, things got heated up, everything happened and stuff, and then clearly Prestina did say something. So the first couple of times he said something, they didn't react. No one, not even initial. Another couple of times when he said it, he ran to the referee. So that indicates that something did not sit well with him at that point, because before that also he was saying. So I think it's absolutely like at this day and age, like if these things are still happening, and credit again, Mbappe kept backing him. Mourinho also went and spoke to him. Mourinho also tried to calm things down. Everybody's trying to calm things down, but obviously what was said, was not appreciated by anybody. Now the club, Benfica, was sort of backing it. They were sort of saying like, "Everybody, we don't really know what happened, but we're gonna not, we're gonna back our player and this and that." But I think that's the wrong stand to take. You should just be like, whatever's happened, maybe don't comment on it, but don't like also back it, like, because
Yeah, yeah.
clearly something didn't well back. And if you look at the players from Benfica themselves, when they came to hear what was actually said within that, like I think the Madrid players, like I think Kamavinga and these guys were communicating what was that, and they were also like, okay, That's weird. Like, damn. Like, so they also felt uncomfortable at that time. So yeah, it became a whole 15 minutes of something that shouldn't happen in this day and age, and it's completely sad. A goal was fantastic. I think post that whole argument aside, Benfica actually did take the attack to Madrid at times, and yeah, I mean at the end 1-0 coming away from back to Madrid, I think Real Madrid will be happy.
Yeah, it was like a cowardly act, and the fact that
Yeah,
he was doing it under his shirt, like
yeah,
like the thing is, I hope that he gets penalized, but at the same time, we don't know like what's gonna happen because
exactly.
the evidence and everything like that.
Yeah.
But it was a crazy week, man. Galatasaray smashing Juventus 5-2, like they were down, man, and then they came back, and the whole stadium lit up, incredible atmosphere,
Yeah.
and it looks like Juventus might just get knocked out, man.
Yeah, like Juventus has been very slippy, right? So by like, the season, it's not been Hanake, their front striker scored an amazing finish, I think, to equalize or to take the lead. I think
Yeah,
when
how do you
Juventus went
pronounce
to,
it?
yeah, I don't know, K, something with K. He's I think
Cooper
what,
Manera,
yeah, I
Cooper
think
Manera. That's how you
yeah, I
say
think
it.
he's yeah, I think he's one of his top. I think that one of the top scored. Maybe someone has a misunderstanding with, but an absolutely brilliant finish. Again, Juventus not keeping them their nerves. I think Galatasaray बेहतरीन तरीके से pass play, finishing their chances and getting the job done. An ecstatic crowd, बहुत ही प्यारा like comeback था. They kept their composure. They didn't lose themselves. They didn't argue a lot. They just kept about their business. They knew that the goal was coming, and yeah, some brilliant finishes from Sara, the guy, and then there was a free kick as well, which was converted into a header to get the level. And then I think one goal was an assist from Osimhen, and I think that was the last goal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, man. And the
Yeah,
PSG Monaco game was also crazy. Monaco
that
getting
was
a red
lit,
card.
bro.
Again, 2-0. Monaco were up, and then PSG came back. A fantastic comeback from them. The red card didn't help, but yeah, it was a feisty game, man. Feisty
One
as.
minute के अंदर sorry, 1 minute के अंदर Monaco started leading. They were not settled. PSG Monaco struck in the first minute of that game. Incredible, and then going ahead and making it 2-0, right? Like so, that was something that was incredible
They
as well
start
for
fast
Monaco.
because they have Grand Prix there as well. Monaco, very famous Grand Prix.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
but
कटा वटा
then,
मार के बेहतरीन घुस के गोला तो मार लिए,
but then, yeah.
but then it was the do it show, man. Oh my god, what talent this guy is. He cut through everybody. The finish that he did, second post mara bhai from his left foot. Oof, kya finish tha wo goal. Yeah, I think that whole thing do it. I
Yeah,
think
he's very
himself.
good.
Vitinha missed a penalty as well. There was more drama just before the comeback. But yeah, Kvaratskhelia, these guys are managing to do it. There was a ricochet, Hakimi getting the goal for the second one after an attempt, I think, from Due. And then the third goal just said you that, हाँ भाई, PSG is the top of the French league for a reason.
Yeah, and also Bordeaux Glim fans are looking for you because they come to me, and this is a shock for me as well, man. Inter Milan were top of the Serie A, they're doing well, but they might get knocked out, man. 3-1 at home, Bordeaux Glim, sensational performance, man. They played really well.
Yeah, I mean they've come from a lot of confidence, right? It's like something in cricket we're seeing like Zimbabwe doing something crazy like that. We've not heard. I would say honestly, we're not. I'm not very known with the club Bodo Glimt. So I mean, I was just backing Inter Milan based on history and stuff like that. But they've really done some amazing things, even against City. The way they played, I think they're coming up with good plans, crossing and countering. I think they're good side. Inter Milan just didn't do. Inter Milan actually like didn't look up for the game that night, and convincingly Bodo Glimt, like I think you have to give them credit. Now the second leg will be interesting if Inter makes a comeback in that one.
Yeah, it shows like they. I think they also have some local players too and stuff, but it shows like football in Norway is also
Yeah,
a very big. They have a very big
yes,
culture. There's a lot of
yeah.
talent coming out there, but really well played from Bode Glimt. And the game that you wanted to talk about is Club Brugge Atletico Madrid. Atletico, something's happened to Simeone, man. He just no one's high scoring games now, just scoring goals. He doesn't care about defense anymore. Like 3-3 is crazy, bro. Like against Club Brugge, I'd still favor Atletico going into the next round.
Yeah,
Into the next round. But
yeah.
Simeone is playing some aggressive football right now.
Yeah, I mean Simeone, I like the way they set up against Barcelona. We are seeing, like we said, we're used to Diego Godin and their defensive backline. We know Oblak and all of these guys because Atletico Madrid obviously was sitting back, going to score वही का Torres या Aguero या कोई ऐसा रहे तो मार दिया नहीं तो like penalties तक लेके जाते थे kind of a team. And now with this Lookman, Griezmann, Simeone on the right
Yeah.
flank, Griezmann in the front, they just look pace. It's like they're finally coming into the modern era of football, and they're trying to turn into a Ford into a Ferrari very quickly now. But we've got to give it to Bruges the way they put up a fight. Even in the stage before this, the initial table, they actually put out some standout performances, and yeah, they're right now coming back from a 1-0 downer. They started leading to like I think 2-1 or 3-1, and then I think they managed to get drawn by Atletico Madrid. So I think, yeah, Atletico Madrid putting up the fight. They'll be happy going back home. अब उधर जरा एटमॉस्फेयर अलग रहेगा. We'll see how Club Brugge do on the night.
Yeah, Dortmund also winning 2-0. Leverkusen also winning 2-0. So good, results for the German teams as well
Yeah.
going into the next leg. Also, Newcastle smashing Karabakh 6-1 away from home. It's going to be bumping in St. James's Park next week. It's going to be wild. Gordon, right now, him and Barnes have been unbelievable in the Champions League for Newcastle, and it's great to see him score a hat trick there on a European night. And Newcastle fans, they're not used to this like European nights, and now it's getting a bit more familiar with them, and they're going to the next round whether we like it or not. I don't think Karabakh is going to score 5 in St. James's Park.
Yeah, St. James's Park, yeah, different kettle of fish for sure. It's more hostile and stuff. 2-0 ka advantage, you will back them out. Gordon, again, like I think in the Premier League, is
It's
more
6-1.
6-1. They won 6-1.
Newcastle won 6-1.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought
That's
it
a
was
big
2-0.
Gordon hat trick.
Achha, I think I read the score. I think I read the wrong.
It's done. It's done.
Yeah, yeah, then like, yeah, that's how it's finished. I thought it was 2-0.
Even if you go to Fateh Maidan or wherever, they're gonna
Yeah.
like they're gonna have it, bro.
Yeah,
6-1.
we were the one. I was
So,
watching the Benfica game, but yeah.
yeah. Gordon hat trick. Thiago scored. Murphy scored as well. So yeah, like 6-1, bro. Away from home.
Thiago has been exceptional for them, and recently he's
Yeah.
been scoring almost into the Premier
And
League
even
as well.
Gordon, man. And Champions League, him and Barnes.
Barnes,
We
yeah.
have to talk about these guys because
Yeah.
they're crazy in the in the Premier League. They're not performing in Newcastle in general. Like I know that for you, Gordon, also you're upset with it, but not just Gordon. Newcastle in general have been losing games in the Premier League, but Champions League they're turning it on right now, man.
Yeah, something like amazing, right? Like what makes it different on a European night and stuff like that? You're traveling away and stuff. Some believe, and again, I think that that's shaping up a bit different. With the Premier League, maybe you have Baltimore and Vissa, to attack. But I think here Gordon is taking the charge, they're giving him more freedom here. But yeah, I think they've got amazing pace on the counter with Anthony Langa and these guys. I think they're just stepping up. Bruno Guimaraes has been amazing for them this season as well. Though I think in the Champions League, it's a little bit of a different setup. But yeah, like
Yeah,
Gordon,
they
credit to
start
him.
with Barnes, Voltemode, and Gordon up front, and you got Ilanga on the right, obviously,
Yeah.
and then you've got Willock there as well.
Willock,
Willock,
yeah,
he's playing pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, so there is a bit of that, and also I think they're just preparing more for the Champions League than like the Premier League. But Premier League again, like it's two back to back. Maybe I don't know what exactly the root cause of that would be, but yeah, credit like 6-1 is an amazing turn up for anyone at an away side.
Yeah. Well done to Newcastle as well. It looks like they're storming into the next round, and we'll be back hopefully tomorrow or day after. Like tomorrow probably because Premier League is also back, so we'll do our predictions over there as well. We'll predict what's going to happen in the Premier League. So stay tuned. Let us know in the comments if you have any suggestions, and also send in your comments, like and subscribe as well. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Faz. Thank you, everybody, and looking forward to more for.